Hey y'all, welcome back to my first ever dolls I do want video. Normally I'm saying dolls I don't want, but today we're doing the opposite. So I do have to kind of explain the dolls I don't want for those of you who might not be familiar, just so that this video makes a little bit more sense. My last upload was a dolls I don't want video, and that's a series that I've been doing for a while, where I talk about dolls that are either upcoming or are like just recently released, and I talk about all the ones that I don't plan on buying because like all the ones that I do plan on buying, I end up doing reviews for, and I talk about them very in depth there. But you guys said that you would also be interested in a like less in depth, any more like rapid fire video where I talk about the releases that I do plan on buying or that I do think are good releases. And so this is the first time we're doing that type of video. I'm very interested to see how this goes. Definitely let me know in the comments how you feel about this type of video now that like you're actually getting to see it instead of just like hearing about it in theory. I'm curious to see how y'all like it because like I obviously want to keep y'all entertained. But yeah, that's what we are doing today. This is going to be significantly shorter than my dolls I don't want video for a couple of reasons. One, I mean, it could just be chance that I happen to like fewer dolls that are coming out now or like around this time frame than the dolls that I don't want to buy. Or it also could be the fact that I talked about this in my dolls I don't want video. I try to be pretty intentional with my purchases and I try not to buy dolls unless it's like I really genuinely feel strongly about this. So inherently, I think that I try to keep like the dolls that I do buy at a lower number than the dolls that I don't buy. So this video is just going to be a little bit shorter, but hopefully it's still fun for y'all. If you do find yourself enjoying, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. I also have my PO box and wish list and stuff in the description if you want to go out of your way to support me. Without further ado, let's actually start looking at some dolls. So first off, we're going to be looking at LOL, and the first one I want to highlight is the LOL Tweens Mermaid Lana Marine doll. I mentioned in my dolls I don't want video that I won't be buying most of these dolls. They are budget dolls. They have like a lack of articulation. So like inherently they're dolls that I'm going to be a bit less interested in, but I do think that Lana here is cute enough for me to make a one-time exception and kind of just get one to get a feel for how the line is, I guess you could say. We haven't gotten stock photos as of time of filming yet for one of the dolls in this line, Serena. But I feel like it's going to be so hard for Serena to be cuter than Lana here. I just think she's absolutely precious. I love the color of her tail, the colors of her hair, all of her accessories. Like, obviously there's not much. It's a budget doll. Like, there's not a ton. But what she does have, I think, is really cute. She's got the heterochromia. She's definitely my favorite out of the ones that we've seen so far. So in the instance where I'm like, okay, here's the releases, I'm going to buy one of them, she's going to be that one. So I plan on getting her. And then for the LOL OMG, there are two new dolls that have come out recently. There is the LOL OMG Ace and then the Perla doll. Looking at Ace, Ace is definitely my favorite of the two. I just think they look so fun. They've got like this purpley pink color scheme, the cat headphones, which like I know has been done a lot. And I know that some people aren't a really big fan of it, but I think it's high-key cute. Maybe I'm biased because my husband has like cat ear attachments that he could put on his gaming headset. So maybe that's just it. But I think it's cute. I also just love cats. So there's that. She's got her rollerblades on, which I think is sick. I'm always a sucker for a doll in skates, so I really like that. And her outfit just looks super cool. Like there's nothing about this doll that I don't like. So of course I kind of want to buy her. And then the other doll in this series, I think this is technically the LOL OMG Series 9, but instead of like a release of 4 dolls like they usually do, this is just 2 dolls. I don't know. OMG and like LOL in general is in a weird place. But focusing on Perla here, like I said, I don't like her as much as Ace, but I still think she is really cute. She's definitely got much more of a like pastel sort of color scheme. I appreciate the like detail on the little cardigan that she comes with, but personally it's just not my style. Like I think I mentioned this in a video recently that I don't like cardigans that button at the top and are open at the bottom. That's never been my thing. So like, I don't think I would display her in that, but I think her dress looks amazing. She's got this sort of like necklace chest piece where it is like a seashell bra, kind of mermaid-esque, and I love mermaids, so of course I'm kind of drawn in by that. And I think like her hair and everything is really cute. So less enthusiastic about her than I am about Ace, but I still think she is a really, really beautiful doll. Then moving on to a different MGA brand, we have to talk about Rainbow High. And I feel like in my negative video of this type, like my dolls I don't want video, I talked about Rainbow High for so long because they're coming out with so many things that I just not really a fan of. But I want to highlight one doll that I think I will end up purchasing, and that is the Winter Wonderland Violet doll. I will say we were robbed, okay, from the prototype images or like the original design or whatever. She was supposed to have puffy pants, which was so fun. Like it looked so interesting and so cool. And they just didn't go with that because MGA is, you know, cowardly and afraid to give a doll pants. I don't know. They gave her a skirt instead, and it is in the same puffer style. Do I absolutely wish that we had gotten the pants? Obviously. I think that would have been more unique and more interesting and just more fun all around. However, I still think this is pretty cute. I don't know. I feel like in general, the winter line, only Sunny and Violet even look remotely winter to me. So I think that's part of why I'm drawn to this one. And I just think that even though I would have preferred the pants, the puffer skirt is still really cute. The little jacket she comes with is nice, and I like her hairstyle. So there's enough things about this Violet that I feel like I would want to buy her. I'll probably wait until I can see her in person just to be 100% sure. But looking at the stock photo, I feel pretty confident that I'm going to want her. Then we're moving on to the new Yummyland dolls. I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to get exactly one of these just to try out. I was open to getting one more if I end up really liking this one, but I want to start off with my favorite. I forgot to grab her name, but it's the watermelon themed one. I just think this is beyond cute. Like the little bucket hat that's like the rind of the watermelon, and then the dress being the like actual meat of the fruit and the seeds and everything. I think this is so precious. Like once we had the lineup for the Yummyland dolls, there was no question in my mind that when I bought one to see if I liked them, it was going to be this one. Of course, because like this would happen as far as I'm aware, as of time of filming, this is the only one that's not available right now on Amazon. So like that stinks a little bit, but eventually she will be, and eventually I want to grab her. Then we are going on to the Magic Mixies Pixlings. So the first one that we're talking about here is Nebula from the Shimmerverse line of the Pixlings. And I do this thing in the dolls I don't want videos where if I'm on the fence about a doll, I'll still put it there if I'm like leaning that direction, right? If I'm thinking I probably won't get this, I'll still mention the doll in that video. I'm kind of doing the inverse here where I'm not 100% sold. However, I'm leaning towards I'll want to get her, so I'm going ahead and including her here. I just think she's kind of like a fun design. She is very lightly space themed. Like her name's Nebula. She's obviously meant to be space themed. I feel like it's not super in your face, but it is really cute. I like her skirt that she's got going on. Her hair also glows in the dark, which I think is really cute and quite fun. I like the sort of gradient that she has to her limbs. Overall, I'm not like howling at the moon for this doll, you know, but I still think she is quite cute, and so I will probably be picking her up. Then two more from the Pixlings line. The first one is from the Shimmerverse, and I think the other one is from, oh no, they are both from the Shimmerverse. There are so many different Pixlings lines that are coming out right now. It's like hard for me to keep track. These two feel like they have sort of similar aesthetics, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll buy both. But first off, we're going to talk about Faery Forenza. I think that's how you would say her name. I'm not really sure what like type of magical creature she is supposed to be, but she obviously has a sort of fire motif. Her hair does change with heat. I think it goes from like this more purpley color to a pinker color. I just think she does look kind of cool. I like the flame crystal on her head. I like her little fiery skirt. Like she is super cute. However, like I said, I feel like she has kind of a similar vibe to this next one's, which is Fiona. And I think she's supposed to be a phoenix. So I'm not sure if I want to get both. Like I like both, but I'm not sure if I want to spend my money getting both, if that makes sense. And if I'm only going to get one, it will probably end up being Fiona instead. I just think the pants are kind of fun. As far as I know, definitely as far as the Pixlings dolls that I have, this is the first one to get pants, and so it's like fun to see something a little bit different there. I like her shoes. I like the little like phoenixy feather situation going on her head. Her face is really cool. Like the makeup and everything she's got going on looks absolutely sick. So I definitely feel stronger about this one. Like I said, I like both, which is why they're both in this video. But if it comes down, like if I'm on a budget and I simply cannot afford both, I will end up getting Fiona over Firina or Forenza. I can't keep the name straight. I'm so sorry. But like in an ideal world, I would love to get both. Still on the Magic Mixies though, I don't remember what line this is from because again, there's just so many lines happening, but we literally just got stock photos for an angel themed one named Angelica, of course. And I think she is so beyond precious. I saw her and like just started tapping my husband. I was like, oh my God, look. Like she's so cute. I used to be obsessed with angels. Like I used to have a real thing for angels. So I think some of that is like the lingering feeling of just liking angels in general. But I really think her outfit is super cute. She does seem to be a bit more of like a deluxe one, because the last one that had like all fabric clothing was a more deluxe doll that was like the rabbit themed one. She has a full fabric dress with this huge bow on it and the sparkles. She just looks so sweet and so precious, and I need her immediately. I said this in my Instagram story. I like I don't, really think about PR that much. I'm very grateful to Kika Goods. They are a company that like pretty consistently sends me things to review for you guys, and I'm extremely grateful for them. But in general, I don't really expect to get PR just because frankly, I'm brutally honest and like I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here. I think the two types of content creators who are likely to get dolls in PR, I'm not naming names, okay? No tea, no shade, like everything's chill. I think it's either people who genuinely like everything, because I do know people like that. Like I know there are people in the community and content creators in the community who genuinely can find something to love about pretty much any doll. And so I feel like they're more likely to get PR because they're more likely to say nice things and they are being honest. I want to highlight that. And I would say that that's most of the content creators that get PR is people who genuinely do love so many dolls and like they're being honest when they say nice things. Or second category, which I do think is smaller, but like I'm also not going to lie, is people who will lie. And so I think those are the two kinds of content creators who are more likely to get PR. And that's chill. I don't think about it that much because I will never lie for a freebie. I just won't do it. And then I also just am more picky than a lot of content creators. So like it is what it is, like it's not a huge thing. However, I need to be on the Pixlings PR list expeditiously. I don't know who I need to talk to, but like this is the one brand that I'm like, I need to get PR from them. Anyway, that was a really long tangent. I love Angelica and I desperately want her. And then one more doll from the Pixlings that we need to talk about is the Supreme Fashion doll with the Magic Mirror set. So this is like a taller Pixlings doll, more of like a fashion doll size instead of the kind of mini doll size. And I physically could not be more excited about her. I love her so much. I'm going to get like stupidly emotional. I will say it looks like there's a really big fat gimmick and I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be sold on that. But the doll herself is so pretty. This sort of almost like butterfly wing situation with her dress. The face is killing it as always with the Pixlings. She looks like a dream and I need her yesterday. Alrighty, and then we have exactly one more doll to talk about and that is from Monster High. Side note, I think I literally said in my Dolls I Don't Want video that every single time I make one of those videos, we end up getting more stock photos right before or right when I post it. And guess what? It happened again. We caught some stock photos for the latest line of Skulltimate Secrets from Monster High. I think this is line 5. It's like a garden themed one. So I would include a couple of the dolls in the Dolls I Don't Want video, but that's already up. So we can only talk about this. I'm like a little unbalanced and off kilter, but the one that I want to highlight in the Dolls I Do Want is Draculaura. I just think she looks stunning. I will say, I don't think all of her pieces are the most crazy detailed things ever, or like pieces. Like some dolls have a piece that it's like you buy the whole doll for that piece, right? Or at least sometimes that happens to me because it's just that amazing. I don't feel that way about any of her clothing pieces. However, I love the color scheme for this doll. Having Draculaura have this kind of deeper pink and then also this red color just looks so, so good, which is funny because like it's not necessarily something I think about. Like when I think about Draculaura and colors that I would like to see her in, obviously she's always in pink. Back in G1, I was a sucker for the pops of yellow. So like red was not necessarily on my radar, but now that I've seen it, oh my God, it's so pretty on her. Her face also looks incredible. This picture that I have isn't like the best, and I am sorry for that. It was the only angle that I could get that like showed her super close up in the outfit that I wanted to showcase because I think I like this outfit better. I just think the overall color scheme for this doll and her face is so amazing, and I do like the second outfit enough for me to feel like it's worth buying. So very excited about her, and I am kind of glad that Monster High released some stock photos, even though it made me like not up to date with my latest video with the Dolls I Don't Want. I am glad that they released stock photos because it feels wrong not to put Monster High in this more positive video just because I love that brand so much. So yeah, we're ending off with a positive note for Draculaura. But yeah, guys, as I said, that is all I have for today. I told you it was going to be so much shorter. Like, I know I went off on a couple tangents and I kind of like blabbed a little bit because I was excited because I'm talking about dolls that I really, really like. But yeah, there's just less dolls that I feel super enthusiastic about, which is fine. It's better for my wallet. It's better for my space and all that jazz. So like, I think it's okay to be selective sometimes and just like enjoy the things that you do enjoy. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. Definitely let me know what you think of all these dolls in the comments down below. And please, please do tell me whether you like this format of video and if you think I should keep making these alongside the dolls I don't want, or if you just think it's kind of superfluous and unnecessary. Always eager to hear your feedback. But I hope you guys were able to enjoy. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night, or whatever it might be. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.